Ashley Bell is back. And this time she's not possessed by the devil, which is awesome because she really kick ass in this movie. Carnage Park. This movie is off the chain. First, I like to start off with saying this movie remind me of the Grindhouse films from way back in the day. Except it didn't have the ripples and all that stuff in the movie, but the movie is really good. The movie starts off with a guy running in his PJs, just running scared shitless out of his mind. His face is cut really bad, and he's just trying to find a way out. He's looking out. There's nothing but pure rocks and deserts, and the man just gets sniped out the middle of nowhere, like bullet just ripped right through his ass like no tomorrow. Then the movie does this thing where it shows you one thing that's already into play, then it goes back and show you how it happened. So if you look at the old Tarantino films, it will really would remind you of the Tarantino films. How he would show you 1 minute how a person will be like walk like the action already be in, like the two guys already done robbed the bank, but the other guy's like shot in the back seat. And then he got somebody in the trunk, but you don't know who's in the trunk. And then it goes, to show you what bank they robbed and how they robbed it. So the movie gonna give you one of them WTFs in the very first beginning of it, because it's gonna kind of be like, wait a minute, oh, you get like one of those moments, and you're like, oh, okay, now everything makes sense, cool. And then it just keeps the wheel spinning. The movie don't even stop. It just keeps the shit going and going and going. I have to say, Ashley Bell, she plays Vivian Fontaine in this movie. This always said that she can act. I always knew that she can act. I mean, ever since like the last Exorcism 1 and 2, she nailed those movies. In this movie, you would definitely love her in this movie because her role is. I'm glad they didn't make her like the damsel in distress. The woman that always get caught and she always crying and screaming, but somehow worm her way out of it. And then the person that's trying to save her next to her gets shot. No, she holds her own. Like as soon as the one guy tried to tell her, he's like, "Help me, pull his partner out of the car," because the partner got shot. But he kidnapped her because she was in a bank because her family was losing. They was about to lose their farm, and the bank was about to take their farm. And she's like, "Nah, this is bullshit. Like this is wrong. Y'all can't do this." And then that's when the guys kidnapped her. Well, he asked her to help, and then she's like, "No, I'm not doing it." And then next thing you know, she walks over there, and he's like, "Do it." And then she plucks his ass and run. I fell out my seat the way she plucked him because I felt that she clocked the shit out of him. Before I get any further in this movie, y'all gotta check this movie out, Carnage Park. I love it. Let's give this movie a rating, shall we? I give this movie 2 thumbs up and a big ass smiley face. Oh yeah. Talk about the guy Pat Healy. Like he plays Wyatt Moss. Like this is one killer I know that do not know how to die for shit. Because the movie definitely breaks it down to you for like back in the day. Like I think it was back in 1970 something. Like there was a lot of killings going on out in California. Like not in the city, but I'm talking about outside of it. But it was ridiculous how many bodies were actually bodied. You get that body that was no. But it's just crazy how many how many lives was just taken. Like, I mean, this guy killed numerous families. Like, you just could have been on the road like, Sweet Home Alabama. And then that would have been the end of that. The sniper bullet would have went through your head. The truck would have flipped like 90 times. But that shit happened to millions and millions of people. But this guy was off the fucking chain. And it don't matter what Ashley Bell did to him. She kicked his ass 6 ways around Sunday, and the man laughed and still got the fuck up. That's a killer. That's a motherfucker that don't know how to die. Die! But the movie was off the chain. Y'all gotta check this movie out, Carnage Park. I loved it. It got my highest rating. I highly recommend it. Check it out. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Carnage Park, because I already told you what I thought about it. I'm not even spoiling it. You got to see it for yourself. I enjoyed it. Very entertaining movie. Very articulate. Like artistic. Not articulate, but artistic. Like I love their shots, like when they'll look at the camera, but you'll think they're just staring at the camera, but actually they're staring at something more sinister and fucked up. Check this movie out. And to all my movie lovers, I love you.